Hello everyone, welcome back to the Artisan of Glimmith. We're going to try and get 12 puzzles done to finish off the castle gates. Well, to get it to gold, I guess. But they're going to get harder, so we'll see if that's actually doable. They're going to be 4s. Match? No, not match. Nobody wants match. I guess this might define the shape again. I mean, the previous match one we did was pretty cool, actually, so... maybe I'd like a match. That can't go that way, so it has to go that way. Okay. Imagine Palisade, that's all we've got, so that has to stop there. So there is going to be a plus shape in this somewhere. It could just be right here. I mean, that might end up being the shape, but I don't want to jump ahead too much. Yeah, okay, I see what's going on. We've got like endpoints of a shape and different things that they are all next to. That is actually interesting. But it doesn't mean they all necessarily go together. There might be a thing like that, for all I know. So let's not jump ahead. Unless there's some reason that can't be the case, but I can't think of a reason right now why that couldn't be the case. I guess we also don't know how many shapes there can be shapes without the solitude things in, so we can't just say, oh, they're going to be of a certain size, or whatever. In fact, something's going to get here, which there's definitely going to be some kind of big shape. Yeah, okay. All right. Well, okay, if this goes up... Well, more specifically, if this does this, then we've got a problem here. Like, this is never going to be a matching shape. So this definitely does go that way. I think there's more I can work out with that, though. So then we've got 3 options. That, or that. If it's that, I mean, this could still be part of it, that's fine. If it's that would be a border. That could still be part of it, that's fine. Okay, I might not be able to work out another bit. Yeah, you could be part of you, maybe. What else? You can't go to there. So you're definitely going to have to extend somewhere. Like, that could be that plus, maybe, but that's just a random guess, so let's not do random guesses. Is there anything I can say about you two? I'm not convinced there is. I mean, this is going to have to extend out. Maybe we can do something with that. This is going to have to extend out, but I don't know which way. You're going to have to extend out. You're going to have to be part of something. Maybe that, maybe not part of that. I guess I could think, like, what kind of... but that's only assuming these definitely join. But, like, if they do all join, what kind of shape has all of these junctions in it? Like an endpoint with... So basically we've got endpoint with a plus, endpoint with a 3-directional junction in some direction, endpoint with a corner after it in some direction, and then endpoint that continues. But I don't know how close together they are. I don't even know if they're technically all going to exist. I mean, I guess they are. Not necessarily. Okay, so what do I do? Sorry. I assume this must go this way to some degree, but to what degree? I don't know. Also, some of these might be the same shape as each other, for all I know. No reason that couldn't be true. It is a 4, I suppose, so it makes sense. If this joins this, then the border is here. Well, then a border is there, sorry. If it doesn't join it, a border is there, and you continue down. You'd go this way. How the heck am I supposed to make progress here? It's hard to make progress on. Because, like, I have no constraints over the rest of it. This one maybe feels the best. If I don't join this, is there some inherent problem? You join you. I mean, that shape might exist in the other shapes. Oh dear. Can I work out, like, what... I could find, like, the divisors of whatever number the whole thing is. 72. Are we doing 8 by 9 or something? What are the... What can you multiply? Because they all have to be the same shape. Wait, what was it? 72. 72. What goes into 72? 1 and 72. It's obviously not going to be that. 2 and 36. It could be. I think it's unlikely, but I'm not willing to say it definitely can't be. Does 3 go into 72? Yes. Yes, it certainly does. 3 times what? 24? And 4 does as well. 4 times 18. 5 does not. 6 does. It's the worst. Yeah, 72 is one of those numbers that has lots of divisors, isn't it? 7, no. 8. Yes, 8 times 9. Is that everything? 9. Well, yes, presumably. Yes, I think so. So those are our options. There's quite a lot of options. I'm not sure that helps. Okay, I guess I do know that this has to be reached by somebody else. So I guess it does give me a... No, it doesn't. We can have spare things left over. That's not true. It doesn't have to be reached by anybody. Oh no. Oh no. This is the worst. Okay, so I know this needs to have a long bit in it somewhere, but somewhere. Where? Not there. I know this needs to have a 3-way junction in it somewhere. I know it needs to have a corner in it somewhere. Which, okay, that does give us a minimum size. Like, to be able to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And these can't be any of these junctions. That's not true. That one could be satisfied by this. And so could that, actually. Because if that went like that and like that, that satisfies that. Okay. So what am I saying? You can be satisfied. You cannot. So that hasn't helped at all then. I mean, it has helped a little bit. Like, you would necessarily add on 1. You would necessarily add on 2. You would necessarily add on 2. So we're adding on 5 to a 5, so it's at least a 10. So they're maybe 12 sized, or they're 18 sized, or they're 24 sized, or they're 36 sized. This isn't helping. Oh gosh, why have I picked this one? I don't want to do this one anymore. This is gonna have to come out of here, right? Is it? Yes? Like, we could get the plus. Like, let's say that's that plus. We'd still have to leave to do everything else, right? I think so. Not necessarily, though. Like, there's a that. There's a that. We do still need but we don't know that they go together. Ugh. This is gross. This is so gross. I kind of feel like it wants me to assume they go together, but is there any deduction that I can make that proves that they do? I don't think so. This interesting little bit here. Is it interesting? Something else goes here. Here, here, and here. And here. All have to be not you. But so what? You have to be not you. Could be you, could be not you. I don't understand where to go. What kind of deduction could I even make? I'm stuck. I don't understand. This is a 4. This is an 8. This is absolutely an 8. If you do that, you don't have a lot of room, which is maybe enough to say that it wouldn't work. Let's say that stopped there. So you've got the most room you could get. Is there any way to put, I'm going to say put all the junctions in, but I don't know that all these junctions need to exist exactly like this. I know that the junctions do, sorry, but I don't know if they have to have like an endpoint next to them. So like, sure, that's an endpoint next to an L, but this has got to continue somewhere. So that's an endpoint next to a 3-way junction. And then this is an endpoint next to a 2-way junction here. But we also need the 4-way junction. So if we need a 4-way junction in here, it's going to have to be this space. That's the 4-way junction with a thing next to it. But I don't know that all these junctions have to exist. I mean, I guess I do know that there needs to be that many endpoints. So we've got one here, one here. I guess like one here, potentially. How many endpoints do we need? 1, 2. No, because they could be the same endpoint. That's not even true. This is horrendous. Like, technically, like, this could be fine as a shape, and then this could come down here a bit. Oh, I don't get it. How do you want me to make the next step happen? I think you want me to assume they're paired, but that is not ideal. No, you don't want to. You don't want me to just assume they're paired. You want me to prove that they're paired, but I don't know how to prove that they're paired. I've got no idea how to prove that they're paired. with this, we've got that or that. That would have to be part of it. Then it would have to go this way and wouldn't be able to go up. I think this would struggle to get everything, unless it becomes the same shape as this. That is the trouble, is it might just become the same shape as that. I don't understand. There's no solitude. Oh, it's definitely not solitude, but those were the only two I could definitely pair up immediately. Like this might not pair up. It might pair up. If that pairs up, then it goes that way or that way. Cool. That's fine. I don't know what to do. La 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 la. I don't know what to do. La 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 la. Are there any of the, because I did the maths before what the size the areas would have to be, are there any that I can definitely rule out? Like the 2x36. Like, somebody's got to go here. So we're saying there'll be this region and one other region. And somebody's got to go here. So like, you are the same thing. Does it end up like blocking it off somehow? If this goes here, if this goes here, you're not coming out. So then this would have to be part of this. So it'd have to come down this way. So therefore, those two would both have to be part of it. And then this way to you. So then this has to go this way. You'd have to be the thing that goes here. But how would you do that without cutting off this? But I mean, I don't know where this needs to get to. It might not need to get everywhere. Although it would have to get either here or here. If this goes here, then this is not getting past to get to here. So you'd have to go here, but then this is not getting past to go to there. So, what was that? So it's not the 2x36. Okay, it's not the 2x36. Good. Now, is it the 3x24? Oh no, I can't do this. It's horrendous. I'm almost certain that the answer is going to be a shape that has all four of these junctions in it, but I haven't proven that they all have to be part of it yet. So we're left with four options: 3 24 sized regions, 4 18 sized regions, 6 12 sized regions, or 8 9 sized regions. Or the inverse. I mean, it's clearly not 18 4 size regions or 24 3 size regions or 36 2 size regions, because we already know regions are going to have to be bigger than 5, at least 5. So it could be 12 6 size regions, although I think then we would struggle to have all the junctions appear. Definitely would. Or 9 8 size junctions, that still might be the case. All of these appear in 8. I think we'd struggle. I think we already said it had to be 10. So, yeah, so we're specifically left with, I think it has to be either 6 12 size regions, 4 18 size regions, or 3 24 size regions. I think it can't be 8 9 size regions. It's probably 4 18 size regions, and each one of these is just a region. Maybe, I don't know. No, I'm not a fan. I don't think. Unless like something makes me go, oh wow, like that's how you do this. That's impressive, but I don't. I mean, there must be a way. There must be a way. I don't know what the way is though. So instead, I'm losing my mind. Okay, if this went that way and that way, then that would go that way. Would these have to be the same region? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think we were saying it probably needs to be 10 or more to get everything in. Is that true? Okay, let's just imagine it again. Let's say that you have a cross in here, and then we have a three directional region there, and we have a corner. That is all the junctions. They don't all have endpoint next to them, but that doesn't necessarily matter, and that is with 9. So it is possible to a 9, although you're there. But like, it's possible to have all the junctions in a 9. That might be the minimum. Yeah, minimum. So I guess the point of that was to say that definitely 8 and 9 size regions is in theory feasible. So if we think that, then this is definitely getting to there, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's definitely getting to there. And if it's getting to there, then all of that is part of it. Oh, is that true? I don't know. I don't know if that's true. It would have to be, right? There's no way this is not going to this space. So then all those would have to be part of it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's true. Okay. Do I think it's also leaving? Well, right now we don't have a plus and we don't have a turn. We do. But it doesn't have an endpoint next to it, but that's fine. We do have a 3-way. We don't have a plus. This is horrible. This is awful. You get a plus there. Like maybe that's the entire shape. Could it be? Maybe. Probably. Maybe. Sort of. Could it be? I don't know. What would go here, I guess, would be the thing. Nothing. Like nothing could be here. That's not true. That's not true. I would do this. We actually can't. That either. I think I'm just going to have to imagine a million different shapes. None of that works. So this is going to have more on it, I think. I think this is going to end up working out somehow, maybe. I think it is, but I've just looked into it basically. Yep, they're not all together as predicted. Yep. Was there supposed to be a nice way of doing this? This is, yeah, taking me back to the previous, like the match area. I had a lot of puzzles that felt like this. Have I even done this correctly? I don't know. Surely. Yeah, we have. So what was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 9 space regions. And yeah, they weren't all together. So I was right to be suspicious of that. That was the hardest puzzle in the game. I don't know what you're on about. Okay, I've got some 3s over here. Okay, let's do a 3. Non-boxing size separations. This has to come out and go somewhere. Let's come out and go somewhere. Let's come out and go somewhere. Non-boxy size separation. These could go together if they are the same area. That's fine. In fact, you're going to have to be the same area, aren't you? Because if you don't go anywhere, we could be at most fur. No, you could be a 6 like that. That's fine. Okay. Okay. Well, you can't go that way. That'd be bigger than a 3. You could go that way or that way. But then, if you go this way, this would have to extend this way. And what's the problem with that? Nothing. This, at the very least, would have to go to here. Could be part of this 5. Could not be part of that 5. Presumably size separation is supposed to be helping me here, but how? We can have other regions. That is fine. This is going to have to go this way, and at least to there. Can't join the 3. It'd be too big. Could go up this way. This 3 can't just go. In fact, there's only one way to do a 3 that isn't boxy, and it's like that. Okay. Cool. We have a shape, I guess. Oh, it can't go to the 4 because that'd be boxy. So this is the 5. Can't go down, so it goes up. And that's a 4 like that. It must be like that. It has to continue because it's a 5. We need size separation. If this goes here, we have a problem, so it doesn't go there. So that has to come down anyway. So this is going to be a 4. It can't go down because that makes that boxy. So you're like that. So you're like this. You could join the 6. You may join the 6. Do you join the 6? I don't know. If you join that 6, I think we'd end up having another 6 next to it. But do we necessarily? No, we don't necessarily. But if this is a 6 like this, you can't go there, and then that leaves boxy there. So in fact, you can't go that way then. So that is a border. Okay, you need to go somewhere, either there or down and right. If you go down and right, then you'll never be a 6. So you don't go that way. You could go down still. That is that. But you do go down still because then you need size separation. Okay, so this is becoming this 6. It's going to have to be the same as 6 as this. So you need one more. It's going to have to be here. And then you do this. Yay. Hooray. That was much faster. And that was only one difficulty difference, apparently. Nonsense. Non-boxy size separation area number. Non-boxy, okay. These 3s and these 6s. 12, 15, yeah, okay, they can all fit separately. These could be the same 6. You can't go that way because you would not be able to go. You can't be the same 3, and you have to be size separation. So those two are split apart. So therefore, you are either this or that. Okay. And then you are like one of these. If you go up at all, then you can't go down. So you'd have to be like that. You would not be able to go there. You'd have to go somewhere else. Okay. Not a massive help. Size separation area number. Non-boxy. These could absolutely go together. Do they have to go together? Probably not. Well, if you're taking up this much space here, is there any way for you to be 6? Yeah, sure, like that. Although problems with you, but maybe there's other ways of doing like that and avoid you entirely. Although then you, that's a 6. but then you'd be a 1. So actually, hold on, there's something in that, right? In the, like... So you don't go there and not join that. So you're not... If these are separate 6s, you cannot go there. Therefore, like, this is blocked off. And so is that. These just have to be with you. If these are separate, these has to be with you, and you need 2 more. Okay. Oh. That actually does it already. Hold on. So, if these are separate, this can't go here. So that's blocked off from you. Well, okay, I guess I don't know it's there yet, but okay. Did I make a mistake then? Hold on. And you can't go there in that situation. You could go there, or you could go there. What was the issue? It felt like this inevitably got left as a 1. Is that true? No. It's not true at all. So go to there. So go to there. You're one of these. So I know that this necessarily goes, I mean, it has to go somewhere. If you go over the top, you go down. If you go down, you go over the top. Is there something in that maybe? Like, if you go over the top, you can't go that way. And you can't go that way. You could go that way, though you can't because it'll leave a 1 there. So you'd have to be that specifically. Okay. If you go that way, that is. This would then have to come out. We've also got this thing up here. This has to go this way and at least there. It could be a 6 with you. I feel like this is getting solved right now, isn't it? I think it might be. No matter what happens here. Ooh. Ooh. Maybe I'm going to clear and go to this actually. So no matter what happens here, any of these situations, something going on here. Okay, so if this is this way around, then this has to go up. Can't go to there, so it has to go this way. Can't be a 3, so it have to go somewhere else. Okay. And you'd have to go up and to the right. That'll leave you, so you'd have to at least get that. What am I saying? This somehow helps me, somehow. Maybe. We can no longer fit a 6 in here. Well, unless you join. Which maybe you do. Do we? Wow. Hold on. So what's left over? Oh gosh, don't get rid of the things. So it's a 25 size thing. We've got 12, 15, 18, 21. We've got 4 left over. Oh, that's actually interesting. A 4 can't be a 1 and a 3. Can't be 2 2s. Oh, this is a deduction. Okay. Can't be a 4. Because there's no, there are absolutely non-boxy 4s. Okay, so let's say, wait. Yes, that's what I'm saying. It has to be. Is that what I'm saying? If these are separate, then it has to be a non-boxy 4, which is L, T, or S. If those are separate, okay. But it would have to be both here and here. If those are separate. Yes. Okay, there we go. If those are separate, the remainder would be 4. And it would have to be both here and here, which it can't be because they're too far away. So they're not separate, those are joined. I think. Yes. Okay, if those are joined, that means we actually got a lot more spare space left over. So what do I actually do with that? I don't know. But those are joined, I think. Cool. Now what? Because a joined, a non-boxy 6 isn't there's many options. That's just made things worse. These are joined. If they weren't joined, once again, there would be 4 remaining. And then, but that and that. That's not even true. No, because that 6 can go there. I don't know. Yeah, no, that's not true, because these can go there, and like... Although, wait, who would go here? I guess just another region. Wait, but we only have 4 left over. So yeah, so like one of you would go there, and then 4 would take this. Which is maybe how it goes, I don't know. Wait, you can't go down, because then you don't fit in any way. Oh, okay. I think that's the actual deduction. You must go that way. Okay, cool. And then you can't go that way, so you have to do this. You can't go that way either, so you are that. Okay, I think that's what I was actually supposed to do. You're a 6, you can't go there, so you are joining this. Oh my gosh, was it that easy? That's a 6. Was it this easy? Non-boxy size separation? Wait, what's going on? Hold on. Non-boxy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that would be 6 after that. Can't do a 3 and 3. Can't do a 4 and a 2. Did that have to not come further down? Why couldn't that be part of that 6? It could be. Okay. So I think I jumped ahead a little bit there. Now the problem is if you do that, so that's not an option anymore. So we've either got this or this, or this. So these are in. We don't know which one does though, that or that. Either way, there's a 4 left over here. I think is relevant in some way. This 6 is either part of you or it leaves this way. If it leaves this way, there could be a 3 here and then a 6 there. This is so hard to think about. Hold on, so this can't be a 1, it can't be a 2, it can't be a 3. So this is going to have to be a 4. There is a 4 over here. And it's going to have to be either of the 2 4s I've said before, like a T or an S. If it's an S, then the 3 goes like that. And I think I struggle to fit these in, right? Yeah, for sure. But if I do this, is it any better? Sorry, not that. That. It's not any better. But either way, there's basically a border along here. Unless you're more than 4. 5, 6. Be gone with a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, what's going to happen to you? Ah! You can't be this 6, because then there's 2 left. Well, there's 1 left over here. Or a 2. No, a 1. Oh, I made a mistake. I could check this, but I'm not going to check this yet. Size separation. You have to be a 4 or a 5 or a 6. Probably not a 6. Definitely not a 6. Because at that point you're going to hit one of these 6s. So you're a 4 or 5. If you're a 5, you'd have to be like that. You'd have to be like this. But then these don't fit together. Like, what if he's going here? I guess we could start there. Like, this would have to go this way. So this 6 would have to be part of that 6. Like this. What am I not seeing here? That can't stop there, because it would be boxy, so it'd have to go here. And it would have to go up. And then we have a 1 left over. I've done something wrong, haven't I? Yep. We're doing it again. Ah, that's not the thing. Okay. What was I saying? So basically that had to go up for some reason. You have to do that. You can't do that because there's no way to fit this in that doesn't touch it. Yes, so you do have to go up. That's true. You then can't go there or there. So then you either do that, or you do that, or you do this. Those leave 1s behind, so you do this for sure. Okay. Where's this going wrong? Where is this going wrong? This can't be a 1 or a 2 because they're boxy. Can't be a 3 because of the size separation. So it must be more than a 3. You can't be part of either of these 6s. And you can't be a 6. What am I missing? Can't be a 1 or a 2. You can't be a 3. Or could you be a 3? Well, again, this has to at least come to there. Can't be a 3 that way. Could, in theory, be a 3 that way? 3, 4, 5, 6. Doesn't work out, though, does it? Although I've just seen how it does work out. No, I haven't. Because, yeah, you'd have to go around like this. Again, those would have to both be in for you. To not block this in as a 3. So then this 6 can't work out. That was if you go that way, and you can't go that way, so you could still go just a bit this way, in theory. In theory. Well, then the 6 has this as well. This would then have to come out. What are we doing? Out to here at least, and then turn. Can't turn down. Just have to turn up. 6 won't fit anymore. Okay. So you definitely don't go that way. So you stop there. So these are gonna have to be the same 6, are they not? 4, 3, 3. Can't have 2 3s like that. You can't be a 3. You could be a 4. If you go down, we have a problem with this 6 and this 6. So you don't go down. So you keep going. You could go down now. You'd be a 4. But then the 3 doesn't work. In fact, the 3 is now fixed. It has to be that. Yeah, I know. So you have to join you. You have to join you. Wait, what's the problem with this? The problem with this is that we've got 2 6s next to each other. Huh? And that can't be split anyway, can it? There's 6 here. Two 3s wouldn't work because one of them would be boxy. 2 and 4 wouldn't work. 1 and 5 wouldn't work. Okay. Then there's a problem earlier on, right? Yep. You can't join you. These have to therefore be separate regions, cannot go near each other because there'd be slight separation. Oh, I keep putting these in. That's only true if they're separated. Oh, I think that's what I keep doing. I think I've thought that ended up being a thing that was definitely true, but I think that was just one branch I went down. I didn't consider, oh, what if they are actually just going into this space together? Oh, that's totally what it is. Okay, I still think the bit here is true where you have to go that way. Yeah, that's totally what I've done wrong. Okay, understood. That goes to there. This comes to here at least. But yeah, these borders here were just incorrect. Whoops. Okay, does it help me though? You can't just be a 3. You can't be a 3 at all, so you're going to have to be at least a 4. If you were a 3 like this, you'd be a 4. Like forced. Then you would have to form a 6 in such a way that we don't leave boxes left over. We'll be leaving 2 left over, so yeah, that doesn't work. Okay, so I don't think it's like that. I think you probably want to do this so that you can come out here and do something else to carve out the space for these 6s, which is literally just... No, hold on. Maybe not. Because once again, if we do that, we have a 6 here and a 6 there, so it doesn't work out. And I think these are probably going into this space in some way. I'm pretty sure this is the case. Definitely does mean that you're not part of it, but you'd have to be a 4 of some sort. Wait, what's wrong with doing this? 4, 3. Nothing? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, another 6. Like this then? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't feel very satisfied with how that went, but sure. Okay. Hooray. Do we leave that there? I think we maybe leave that there. Have I gotten worse at this game? I feel like I've gotten worse at this game. Or these are just like harder puzzles than they say they are. I kind of just want to sneak in an extra like easy one. 3, you're going to be really easy. Be really easy, please. Boxy. You could be a 4. Size separation area number, so you can't be a 1. At least a 2. And you're definitely not going that way. You are at most a 2, because if you were a 3, you'd be next to this 3. So there we go. You're at most a 2. cool. Now what? This 3 could go here, could go across here, could do anything. Wait, if this is here, well, that would just be a 1 or a 4. Yep. This can't be boxy with any of the numbers, so this is definitely going to be its own thing. Not sure that's that helpful to have determined, but whatever. What about, so if this 4 were like, oh gosh, wrong mode. If this 4 were like this, this can't be a 1, can't be a 2, can't be a 3, can't be a 4. So that's not like that. Great. There's like many other ways that the 4 could go, I guess. Sort of. Kind of. The 3 has to be a long 3, so it's either this or this, right? Those are the only 2 options there. If it's like this, then what happens elsewhere? Well, that 3 can't go that way or that way, so that 3 can't fit in anymore. Okay, so that 3 goes that way, I think, I hope. Similarly, this can't go here because it would force you to go there next to that 3. So the options for you are actually this and this, similar options. But then this would be, it could be a 1 and a 2, that'd be fine. Yeah, that would be fine. Except don't we have the problem here? If that goes that way, 1, can't be a 1, can't be a 2, can't be a 3, can't be a 4. So you go that way. I think. I hope. So then you are either this or this. I mean, you can only be one of them. You're that. These could be 1s still. This 4 can now only fit in the way that I said wasn't possible. Oh, no. I think. Oh no. Why am I making so many mistakes? What's going wrong here? I said you couldn't go that way for whatever reason. That reason being something. Because of this. Can't be a 1, can't be a 2, can't be a 3, can't be a 4. Oh, no, hold on. No, I didn't make a mistake. I'm just an idiot. I forgot the other way that the 4 can go. You're like that. Yes, this is where we were, right? Sure, the 4 can't fit in long ways, but it can fit in as a square. So I think we specifically don't want... Definitely can't be this. Especially because... Well, because of this thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Can't be this, or maybe can be this. I don't know. I haven't considered it yet. That can't be a 1. It has to be a 2. That could be a 1. 1, 2. Is there like another one I can easily rule out? That would put 1 there. That would put 1 there. That can't be a 1. That can't be a 2. Can't be a 3. So okay. So it can't be there, and it can't be there. So it's one of these two. You or you. If it's here, well, we know this can't go up this way, so this would have to go this way, but then this would have to be a 2 and a 1 would be fine, I think. 2 and a... Oh, but you can't be a 1, you can't be a 2, you can't be a 3, so that can't go that way, so that would have to go that way, and we'd have the problem again. So I think you have to be here. Please tell me that's true. Ah, you're a 2. You are not a 2 or a 3, you're a 1. You're not a 1, you're a 2 then. You're a 1. And then, you're not a 2, you're a 1, and we're done. Yay. Yay. Okay. Nowhere near close to getting that gold. Alright, I'll see you next time, and maybe we'll get this gold by then. Right, goodbye.